Yeah.
I don't know if that is objectively, but just the way that they are at the moment, form-wise and experience definitely is stepping up, getting these bigger games in, although not looking great in those bigger games, still it is going to be worth its weight in gold. So, it's difficult here, I think, because you are challenged by a team that just what are you meant to do against them? But as you can see, we are into the action here on Overpass. Maybe a bounce back for that side of forZe. I think we are quietly hopeful for them to give us a bit of competition here this evening.
Yeah, yet to see a 3-map affair for us today. And a very quick opening day. Or opening game, I guess. It was a 145-minute break, I think it was. It was pretty nuts.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, pretty long, as things go. We were done before people had finished their map. Map number 1, that is. So, it says a lot. Gokushima, good start. Poor trade, though. Reactions felt a little slow there. That's better. Nafany and Danets find one apiece. There we go. Now we're talking.
Pretty nice stuff. Okay, man advantage for BetBoom. Utility out on towards the A-bomb side as well. They're a little slow moving here. Nafany waiting with that flash. Does blind up 2 on the CT side of things. You can see it makes the fight so difficult. Tanir eventually goes down. Selta had to bail on the position. Result coming in from behind with the Julies. Clean frag onto the first, but the element of surprise is gone now for him, and he will be dealt with quickly. Selta alone up against 3. You know exactly where he's at here. Ooh, okay, nice find onto Nafany, to be fair. Looked like he was round that corner, but not the case, apparently. Zorte on the P250, though. He's a bit of a master with that pistol. Either way, BetBoom going to find the first round.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I think for BetBoom, especially with how a little bit rough it started, right? I think when Kyron gets dropped there by Gokushima, you do get a little worried that they could just get picked apart because of the numbers game, but a good response, Nafany and Danets combine, and then they can just pounce on towards the site. So BetBoom finishing map number 1 and continuing as they mean to go on in towards map number 2. Good start for them. forZe can't really bite. forZe get the luxury of a CT side start here, but the luxury of the opposition, I just think, complete control of tempo. Resto going to play up close here. A little pop flash in the corner. Oh! Maybe, I'm going to say, Nafany, after he got the lifeline of staying alive momentarily, he just try and run away, but he overstays his welcome. A little bit out towards long, and he doesn't get anything, rewarded for it. No kill. Yes, a bit of damage, but no kill for it. However, with a quad stack long, that only means one thing. No one's home towards B. Make your way here. Smoke will come through. It's a nice little heaven smoke you can drop as well. You line it up with a yellow pole. Bounce it off. Bit of a not here special. I think you meant to throw it a little bit deeper, but all things they're all right.
Yeah, should be fine. In come the boys, however. Gokushima going to find one. So, I mean, any damage that you're doing here is pretty nice. Galil now retrieved as well, but nothing more than that. Still, 2 kills on a full eco, especially for your AWPer. Now actually gives him the option to go for the AWP, and indeed he will. So that's something that they might not have had on the cards. Yeah, minus 600 there would have been just shy of getting it. So very interesting now that they indeed have an AWP available.
Well, yeah, we take it. AWP out for Gokushima. Like we said, he didn't have a too good a run with the AWP towards map number 1. So looking for a much better showing here if he can. Tinner taking only damage. Molotov to give connector control to Danets, and shalfey kind of against his will has to sort of give it to him. Swing around the corner, shalfey. Good response. Immediately reclaiming that. They're going to pop towards B, and it doesn't work well for them.
Nice look here. Mac 10 traded quickly. It's Result at the back of the site, who looks solid. That will seal the deal. Just zorte remaining then. The fast play here from BetBoom. Bit of a test of the water has not worked out. In fact, it's gone really poorly. Zorte, I think he's just hoping to take a gun or 2 away from them, but they're pretty tentative as well. He's not gunning for a fight. They're not gunning for a fight. So he might just turn tail and save.
Shima. Oh, he spots the toes, and he does tag him off, but fortunately, doesn't make too much of a difference. He's still alive. But now Zorte really can't say. That's the real issue. Have to die before time. We've got 30 seconds to work with. Why he's giving himself a chance. I just get one. You can take a silver lining, but it isn't too much of one. No bomb plant, though, is the thing that changes things. Because for BetBoom, some of them have money, others don't. Others being, like I said, Chiron, who did only have a pistol. Drops it on over. And he gets dropped an AK. So him and Nafany swap out. Nafany, who had the kind of $5,000 or so in his pocket, picks up the AK. He'll drop on over the AK to Chiron, who stops him with the Tech 9. We'll spy for BetBoom. We had a weird situation at the start of Mirage as well. We had just 4 spies for the first like 6-7 rounds, basically. Man, gokushima actually at the head of the map as well, going to find the first. Finally, that all started to get some good usage out of it.
Chiron creeping around here. You do have to be careful on how they cross. Looking a little bit awkward. Oh, Resalt takes a fight around the corner. Not going to find any heads just yet on either side. BetBoom obviously try and just prod and poke and hope for a frag. They need it. They need it cleanly. They can't really afford to lose any players. So it's either a commit or a cheeky kill to come their way. And I don't think they're going to get anything cheeky. So it will be a commit here. Nafany with the utility over the top. Some nice flashes to make life difficult. Resalt taking a fair bit of damage through the smoke, but still confident for the fights. Traded quickly. Zelta in towards barrels. Oh, big move from him. They'd not fully cleared out the site. A giddy plant from Nafany, perhaps. 2 versus 2, and a bomb spilled. This could get forZe back into the round.
Do they expect him? No, they don't. Gokushima finds his time, finds it well. Time is ticking. A Gokushima. What a round from him. 3 kills to his name. But it's the final 2 that are the most impactful. BetBoom thought they had a gap. I mean, the sort of lack of expectation of a short player is super weird to me there. Surely they've got to expect a rotate coming sooner rather than later, but there's just so tunnel visioned over towards heaven. It'll cost them. It's that force bite. Really is a little bit weird. And it comes back to bite them here. forZe should get a freebie of a third.
Very quiet here from BetBoom as they are just looking to take their time. Gokushima with the orb. Does have to be careful, actually. Very easy to overwhelm the orb, even if you are just on the pistols, and that might be what they're looking for. He takes 2. There is a frag, though. He just wanted 1, really, and they will indeed find it. So, you know, keep that economy ever so slightly modest.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, nice to Gokushima in terms of his confidence, too. He's come out the gate swinging here and towards the second half after, you know, the first half of Mirage especially was pretty poor from him. So really find that early form is good. Double Galil is what BetBoom are going to wield. Triple AK alongside it. It's a simple buy. They don't have the orb to wield here for zorte, but it goes without saying they can't allow forZe to continue chaining rounds together. Gokushima. Confident peek from him. Might get caught in transition. The nade buys him time as he falls away.
Chiron. Creeping around. Shalfey will find it with the off angle, and it's all a bait and switch. Lovely little setup there. Out towards long. Should give them enough to work with. Tania will get caught. Not expecting Nafany at all. So that's, a little sideways. Shalfey was a bit screwed. Meanwhile, Siren goes down on the other side of the map. Maybe a freeze call needed. As Gokushima has the potential, to net this one. Danis. For a moment there, they were back in, weren't they? But it's not looking too likely now. Zelta has crept under his crosshair. Not expecting this. And an easy frag for Zelta in the end. So there we are. Solid lead now for forZe.
Yeah, Danis just had no clue there. Just slowly sauntering past. None the wiser. I mean, what can you really expect? That late in a round, they could be quite literally anywhere. fourth for forZe as they are making this look quite easy. There really isn't that much of a conversation. I guess there is kind of the asterisks that you kind of have to continue to hold above it in the sense that this is CT side Overpass, the most CT side map in the pool statistically right now. So we're not going to hype them up entirely just yet, but they can't by any means have a terrible T side or things will just run away.
Shalfey waiting patiently here. Little bit of utility for BetBoom, so they do obviously have a plan for this round, I suppose. Maybe a boost over that smoke they've just thrown. Nade onto it. Oh, could be risky. Shalfey, yep, gonna lose his head. Maybe that's what they were hoping for. All the same, man advantage for BetBoom. What can they get done with it? This could be big. There's a flank coming in onto this long player. It takes gokushima Siren a couple of shots to find it, but all the same, he will net it. 5 versus 3. Retake looking a little tough. There's no flank. Result is so late from B. Maybe thinking he's heard something or just not wanting to give his position away. I don't know. It's difficult here, but this looks very, very good for BetBoom.
It does. Give it a little swing, Nafany. You know you want to. Test him. Let him know. Show him. Give him the little Nafany special. Steps. Oh, well, that felt like the Nafany special. You hate to see it. Retake's coming through now as well. It's falling apart so rapidly. Siren. Right time, run plays. He misses the shot. Oh my god. Thankfully, Danitz bails out Siren. They all die. Just carnage there. I can't believe Siren missed that shot. He's so lucky that Danitz didn't, die earlier. But, oh my god, that was close. That was seriously close. It's a good thing that BetBoom win it, nonetheless. Any round's a good round. That's a real sigh of relief. Thank you for BetBoom. That was an eco. They got plenty of money to now invest in properly, the actual investment that they cared about. And zorte can still keep hold of the orb. So, the worst thing, and he dies to the bomb at the tail end. 4-3. What's felt like quite a one-sided game so far. It still is only a one-round game.
It's very true. It is very, very true. Yeah, it's started off kind of interesting. I think BetBoom had a nice little springboard, didn't they? But a big win, a very big win. Boost from Chiron, super effective. Celta caught. Oh, forZe try and answer back with a bit of aggression, and it's a little textbook from forZe. It's what they love doing on their CT side. They lose a round, and then they'll, posture forwards. You expect us to play more passive because we think the rounds are more important, and they are, but they like to get in your face. I think BetBoom have read that very, very well there.
Shalfey might read this, though. Oh, no. Oh, he's posted, but Siren not committed. It's quite level-headed here from Siren. He really is so passive and so patient holding for rotates. I mean, they've made the noise over towards A, so I think it's kind of goes without saying that this is done here. Resort and Shalfey just going to keep hold of the guns. Very important for BetBoom as well. Lock in a fourth, tied the game up. Definitely is starting to be a bit of a conversation. Maybe one of the situations too, it just took them a moment to wake up on the T side. We saw them also take a moment to wake up on the T side of Mirage, so always going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, there's something to kind of speak of here where, at the very least, BetBoom, much better. And losing that round 2 for forZe is going to put them in a little bit of a janky situation. Because, yes, Resort and Shalfey have a save here. The rest of the team have an awkward decision of whether they try and force buy around it. I think, I'd probably assume no. They're all in and around the 2K mark. I think probably the best way to play around it is, limited or, zero real upgrades here. Just have full buy-in towards the next so they can have all the util alongside it. If they do dip in towards the upgraded pistols, that's where they're getting rid of a bit of those upgrades in terms of the next round. They won't have as much util to go off. Granted, they get the, the added funds in the back pocket with the half armor is only necessary. Yeah, thankfully, they do only go for a low buy. Bit of util picked up. It's nothing too problematic. Yeah, not expecting this one to be that wild.
You never know with the M4s in play, and a map like Overpass has a lot of cheeky little boost spots, as I'm sure we are all aware of, so maybe a world in which they could pull this off. For now, starting slow. BetBoom taking their time, not wanting to let this one slip, he says, but there is shalfey going unchecked. Or making it look easy. Was that from up above? That must have been triple boost. Wait a minute.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. I thought he was out, like, on the railing, but no, I think he was way above. Or maybe in towards Con, and then they just sort of sprinted away, to be fair. Either way, they didn't check their angles, right? And the double kill.
True.
Too easy.
You know, surely we're not losing this round, BetBoom, guys, right? Right, guys? 4-5. Making their way up to CT. They don't clear the AK. Oh, Nafany. That's more like it. 1v2. Definitely not done by any chance here. And Restel's going to give this a little look in. He's so low, though. And it doesn't matter anyway. Zorte, 50 cal to the chest. Will close things there. Honestly, though, considerably closer than it should have been. I mean, the fact that we're even down to a point of having kind of a 1v2 chance there is not what we sort of expected.
No, that's very, very true, right? I think that these rounds are coming way closer than they should be. There's been an awful lot like that. So it just continues to confuse in that sense. And I think rightly so. forZe's going to take a pause. Everybody needs a bit of a breather after a round like that. But yeah, just kind of make it make sense is maybe what they're looking at here. Much closer game, much scrappier kind of game as well. I think you can tell that forZe are a bit frustrated after the first map. And it's been channeled well in the earlier rounds. BetBoom, though, similar to the last game, starting to find their feet. It did also take them a bit of time on Mirage, so that's something to consider, that this could be a sign of domination once again.
Yes. True. BetBoom. They're alive. They're kicking. forZe rifle rounds. Looking a little few and far between at the moment. Smoke close. Danitz on Molotov once again. This is what Danitz has been doing basically every round so far. Ollie and Carnan fighting up for it. Tina shows face. It is a bit risky here. There's two places to meet them, though. Oh, Tina's not clear properly. Danitz might get a little overconfident that Con is clear. He hasn't cleared up on the ledge. And Tina's going to reclaim space. It'll cost him his life, though. Danitz posted surely dead. Surely not. As Danitz with 5 points of HP got a second there.
Still, BetBoom in a positive position as they look to move in towards B. It does hang on a bit of a knife edge. result with the wide swing despite the low HP, but it's all a bait. Celta traded quick. That's not what they wanted. resalt's position going to be known now as well. Nade onto the smoke to try and create a frag here, and Gokushima will work his way out. Oh, they're so close. So close to being seen. Smoke going to go down, and he spots him. In towards the site he will go. This is definitely on 2 versus 2. Nafany and zorte just taking their time, however, and it's Nafany for the double spray down. The IGL himself making himself known. Once again, a couple of really big moments from him in the past few rounds.
Yeah, fair play. Nafany leading by example here, the IGL. Lovely work, without a shadow of a doubt. 6-4, that 2-round buffer zone. Probably extended a little further here as well, considering it's only an MP9 and a few upgrades in the pistol department for forZe. They are letting it slip. Definitely looking really reliable. And more than happy to wield the lesser weapon. We've so often seen him now with a bit of money, even off the back of decent rounds, dropping over the good guns sort of to, you know, some of the more reliable, I guess, in a traditional sense, the more primary rifles on the team. And he's happy to wield likes the MAC-10s or the Tech-9s when the opportunity is there. Gotta respect him, especially when he's in form as well. Keeping that level of modesty is good. Leading the charge towards A. Nobody's actually on A. I've got that kind of banana and bathrooms control. Gokushima, get your gun out, fella. This fight will come closer than you think.
Oh, he's going a little unchecked, but no, Danis comes round eventually. He was sort of lagging behind the action. They will find the all-important player. Everybody else stacked up, of course. Should be the round. In fact, it will be the round. I think they are giving this one up. So, BetBoom moving up to 7. That gives them the advantage into that second half. So, again, looking really good. And again, taking some time to get rolling. It's just a question of if we have a repeat half or if maybe forZe can bring it as close as possible.
Yeah, it does have to be said that if things go to an 8-4 again, then we're in a lot of trouble here for forZe. Because then it's BetBoom who then flip on towards that C side. I mean, even still, actually, there's probably a very good argument. He said that 7 rounds is more than enough on the C side. And most C side of the map in the pool and the C side are guaranteeing a lead. On most metrics, you'd say 7 is plenty. Double AWP setup for forZe. First time we've seen this coming through. It's Result to try and pick it up as well. He's had a, you know, I'd say a quieter game, definitely by his standards. I can understand it without a doubt. Try and see if he can use it as a crux to get him back in towards the game. I want to go quick towards Monster here. Danny out in front of his own smoke, but he gets caught.
Fragging away here, Result in for another one. Looking good for forZe as BetBoom have picked up the pace. Shalfey gonna fall. Chiron, there's so much noise going on around him that I don't think he's been heard here. That is a difficult fight. Nafany, again, looking to him to be the hero. Zorte with a wild spray down through the smoke. Can't find anything. Nafany, meanwhile, has fallen in the interim. And there were 2 AWPs ready for that frag. 7-5 at the turn of the half. A nicer response from forZe, but will it be enough? Find out after the break. Welcome back, one and all. Second half of Overpass underway here on your screens. We are looking to BetBoom, wondering if they can find the 2-0 here on the CT side of their map pick. Into B they come. Siren ready with the Julies. Looking very good indeed. Nafany, Zorte also helping him out. Gokushima, nice two-piece from him, might just open a path to the A-bomb site, but ultimately, oh my goodness, the round itself is up in the air. Gokushima, one more bullet and he would have fallen there. However, he can count his lucky stars. It's all a fake out, however. They were not buying it. Result does catch one, but not the second. And now Goku by himself. And I think Danis has got his number here. He doesn't even have his gun out. Yeah. So, there you have it. BetBoom. Looking pretty good on the pistols. That's the one thing that you can absolutely take away.
Got to give them the credit on them, right? You know, time and time again, making them look quite clean. And it's so important that not only they find that pistol for BetBoom to kind of inch closer to the finish line, but on top of it, no bomb plant. So forZe, yeah, they're going to go for a forZe, but it's not actually a pretty one by any means. Normally, at least with kind of a bomb plant around a lost round, you can make a very decent force buy come through where you actually make arguments that the T-side have a better buy because of how good Galils are. This time, not to be. A scout for Gokushima, which he's pretty good with. And all the laurels going to rely on Result and the AK. Oh, it does get tagged. That's quick. It's seriously quick from Gokushima. Granted, not enough for the kill, but makes Nafany a little more vulnerable to the old pistols. Just off for Kyron. We'll find Celta.
Kyron. Ooh, a little awkward as he tries to escape there. So even Stevens here. 4-on-4 looking pretty good. Zorte holding them at bay, but there's a lot of bodies around that corner, boss. This could get very, very messy indeed. Well-timed smoke there from Siren to just cover off his teammate's backside. I don't know, though. This might go south.
Did they clear him? Do they think about it? Well, now Siren's been spotted. Actually, maybe not. Flashing the corner is good here. Zorte opting against peeking too. It might actually overlook this angle. You see the shadow. No, Result clears it. He can't make it two, and Siren can't trade. He's low. This is now getting dicey. 30 seconds.
Moving in fast. Siren, low HP. Great flash over. Gokushima will take him. 2 versus 2 now ensuing, and it's the MP9s as well. A FAMAS picked up by shalfey. Nafany's pretty quick behind. They have to make a decision on the bomb plant. Going to get some utility down and indeed tap in the numbers. Nafany's up long, though. I don't know that they will necessarily be expecting this. So Danis going to have to distract away quite effectively, you would think. No kit, though, for this CT side is very, very problematic. Smoke on the bomb. Tap on the bomb. And the peak to come around with it, but I don't know that they're biting all that much. Shalfey not giving himself away at this point. He will eventually go round. Good timing. Nafany going to attempt a 10-second hold. Denied. And forZe win out a big, big force.
Yeah, I mean, time was ticking. If there's a kit there, you probably make the assumption that BetBoom win it because they'll play two players, the two guys on the retake essentially contact through into front bathrooms, and you know it'd be quite simple. But that lack of kit actually forces Nafany to stick there, even though he could have traded out his teammate. He wouldn't have had time to win the round. So forZe, well played, really well played. I think it's unfortunate Siren playing through Divider, only getting one. Maybe there's a conversation to be made that when he actually gets flashed over, he should peek with it. Try and see if he can catch somebody, but it's all the benefit of hindsight talking that forZe such a needed force by round win. Of course, you know, the expectation, BetBoom going to a force of their own, but considerably less weaponry brought to the table. A FAMAS, an MP9, a few upgraded pistols. forZe should make this a one-round game.
Zorte. Pretty cheeky spot here. He's going to hear a lot of footsteps around him, so they might just start to rotate up, to be honest. He will be able to drop the bomb here as well. Yeah, going to slow them down. Big kill. Chiron in for one. Siren also finds a frag, so panic setting in for forZe. And zorte has thrown a real spanner in the works. A double kill for him surely is enough here. Delta on the MAC-10 trying to do what he can. Not looking too bad thus far, but there's a FAMAS to get through is one of the big things. I don't know that he will necessarily be able to get the drop. He's creeping in between. They nearly give him too much respect there. All the same, BetBoom, they steal one back themselves.
Yeah, especially actually in the 1v4 when that first guy falls. I think it's quite smart just to slow it down. None of them had head armor, so that MAC-10 is actually a little bit more perilous than we'd kind of normally look at. My God, though, that round again for forZe, I think that sort of one sums up a lot of the mistakes that forZe be making. That was a big error, leaving that gap in through bathrooms, not clearing anything through bathrooms, especially when it's smoked as well, and just having complete, I guess, respect for the fact that there's nobody there, which was obviously incorrect. Really rough indeed. They'd come deep. Rest are going to take a tag. And Celt will take one as well through the spam. BetBoom. Now an even better opportunity to lock in that 10th they've been kind of eluding as well. It's 1 AK for forZe, all they've got to work with. All of this relies on Tinner, but that's not a bad start. God, he gets close.
Yeah, that was nearly massive. He's able to get one before going down, but still looking pretty good here for forZe. Siren's so blind, man. Tried to hide away, not going to happen, and this is a messy start to half two.
Yeah, this is carnage, and in all the worst ways as well. BetBoom's A-hole is really poor, actually. The way they're setting up actually on the hold itself, it is really rough. They overfight way too often through that kind of divider position, and it is costing them so often. You know, even when Taneer's got that hero AK there, do they need to be facing it towards Con? It's a peek that doesn't favor them. It's a left eye peek both ways, but you're giving the AK a fight. Even if it's only a pistol, you're still giving it a fight that doesn't need to happen. Nafany. Pop shot with the Deeg. I don't think they want to stick around, though, to find out what else is around that corner. We'll say even. And at least given sort of that luxury. But yeah, this is a really scrappy start to the half for Counter-Strike here. And credit to forZe, I think in the chaos, they're doing a lot of the better work. Very needed. Back into a force buy. This is the standard. Force buy wars to start off this second half, but it's not nice Counter-Strike. Take a look. Got to work with. Once again. Very least a double FAMAS and a double M4 isn't too bad for a force buy.
Siren taps a nade in. Little bit of damage, but not all that substantial. Big round here in terms of the swing. BetBoom. So close to the double digits, man. So close to the 2-0, really. forZe, though, seem to just have a much better read of the game on Overpass. Both teams begging for some stability and consistency. See whether it comes in this round, I suppose, now.
Let's see, yeah. Front monster smoke from Kyron. Just give him some security. I don't like this position for zorte. It's definitely a bit of a one and done. And now he's up the smoking towards a Divider. He actually can't fall back to side because he has no clearance about that front bathrooms area. He starts to move his way forward here. He's going to be in trouble. They go to the smoke. It's awkward. Long play. Kyron somehow still alive. The long play should have traded there. Didn't. That's rough. He's full blind in a Molotov. Not long lived for the world. Down he goes. Siren only good for one. Now 2 versus 2 ensues on the site, but the Deagle's got a quick flank. It's unknown as gokushima gets caught from behind.
Huge kill. Absolutely massive. The bomb now in a really disastrous spot for Result. Oh, man. He's just looking for this fight, trying to isolate the 1v1s, but not really going to happen for him. Drops down, and there's just no time. That is disastrous. Absolutely disastrous stuff. BetBoom will be counting their lucky stars to walk away with that one. Brilliant timing in the back. And it makes all the difference, man. As said, double digits, edging ever closer, denying the bomb plant as well. forZe, not much cash for them.
This is, yeah, it's not a good position to be in the sense that scrappy kind of back and forth is, you know, it's good for fours when you say, you know, it's good that they're at least keeping things competitive on some of these lower rounds, but it's not in the sense that because it's back and forth, BetBoom's, you know, ultimate lead that they hold over this game, they just got to scrappily see this across the finish line. You know, they might be limping across the finish line, but I don't care. 2-0 is a 2-0. Fours, they've got to find some form. They've got to find some consistency. This chaotic style of Counter-Strike that is being wielded right now is all over the shop. I mean, they're going to go into a half by here. So at least, thankfully, I think slowing it down feels like the right call. Have an actual true full buy. I mean, if you see as well, even in that round, for example, a force buy that is made close, it will give force some confidence thinking, right, you know, our force buys are so damn close. Our full buys should have a much better chance, especially when we get all the util around us as well. That's the mental game you've got to have if you're going to fierce the coach. Shalfey the IGL and the rest. So towards Monster. I think going to play just up close to playing anti. This time the hold for a B push I think is the right call.
The flash is raining in. forZe looking to find the best way in, and well, as you said, the B hold pretty solid, looked good for a second, but forZe have pulled away. A minute left in the round, not even, and they've taken very little control. Zorte about to meet them, trying to find good timing here. It's the player down below that catches him off guard. This could be a bit problematic. Hey, defense is weak. And they're looking to burst here. Lovely front sight smoke. Chiron with the Molotov down. Needed the rotations. Flash is way too good. He does well to find one, but nobody there to bolster the defense. Kind of wacky that they didn't rotate one up after losing a player. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, they were so slow there on that rotate. This retake ain't easy either. They can hear the boost now, so it's not going to help. Danit is being held in terms of this rotate. They might just be playing exits. BetBoom, that is a really bad round to lose. This continues to be just pure carnage. I don't know if they give this a go here. Maybe trying to make it more expensive on the way out, but I think all it's doing is actually hurting the chances. I'm sure Danit's got spotted there as well. Yeah, Tina knows. The MP9 had a look in. Danit will drop him. There's a silver lining. Man, forZe running another round, and that time it was on the low buy, not even the force. Really rough to watch. Neither side looked good in the second half, which is it's kind of crazy to see, especially after kind of how one-sided Mirage was, and then how, you know, fairly stable the first half felt. This is carnage, but not in a good way. It's not actually, you know, it's not pleasurable kind of, you know, watching experience here, this sort of Counter-Strike. It is so all over the shop. We are going to see third pause called here by forZe. And again, we see BetBoom go back into a force. This time with a D on a 5-7 around the double M4 and FAMAS. It goes without saying that maybe if forZe find this one, if they finally break the curse of the force buys and put 2 in a row, they actually have a really good chance of tying this game up 10 rounds apiece.
I'm looking forward to this, man. Yeah, like you say, the Counter-Strike itself is quite messy, but the stakes and the just way I think that each round has so much value really is making a big, big difference. Zorte with an early nade out. Not going to be able to find too much. Decent enough damage. Danis, though, with the kill onto Tania. With the boost up, I want to say. I don't think I saw him run down short. Either way, fight out towards long. That was a big one-man result. He got some bullets off onto Chiron, so certainly could have taken him down. But the power remains here for BetBoom. The control remains in this round.
Yeah, I guess just having that numbers advantage right now is that main thing. The only thing they've lost is a deagle. 3 versus 4. And with the numbers, they actually are playing a 2-2 split, but they're going to send the third down towards B. Rotate's coming over for Siren. This is the right call. Absolutely the right call. Especially considering Nafany's actually only got 5-7. He spotted one. He spotted one. They don't have a smoke, though, so Nafany's stuck left side. He gets naded. Gonna get flashed as well here. This could be awkward. And a 1-for-2 fight going in favor of the T side. forZe have a chance.
Yeah, it's big. It's really big here, but they might not be expecting another body so close to the bomb site itself. Gokushima's watching upstairs. Selta going to move in for the bomb plant. Siren creeping in. Oh, it's 1v1, though. Gokushima just a hair of a second before he dies. Gets the kill off, and Selta will convert. 9 HP, the difference, but 9 rounds the reward.
Man alive. These rounds continue to deliver. That is the definition of the finest margins there for BetBoom. To lose that is heartbreaker, but it is going to force them for the first time, basically, into a true eco in this half. And it will mean that forZe have a real chance at tying this up 10 apiece, and they should. It's a double P250. Surely they can't struggle at this one, forZe. See, gokushima, full-time one, flash misses. Oh, hello. Shalfey making a meal out of that third one, but at least gets the spray down for the first few. And Siren solo, this should be the round. Danny goes. Pushed around, put to bed very quickly. 10-all. Got a game on our hands here. forZe are by no means out of this conversation.
Getting interesting now. The game's certainly heating up towards the end. Anubis, Decider, and forZe doing everything in their power to take us there. BetBoom, after that first half, it felt like, you know, they had really done enough. They start this one off very well. CT side of Overpass feels like one of the stronger halves of the game to play. They are disappointing a little, and this one does not start well. Result goes down. It ends up being a 2-for-1. They went for some mega aggression across the board. Danny's going to eat a nade, and Selta may well have heard that. Not sure. There's a lot of sound cues going on there, so he might not have been able to pick it out. All the same, forZe in the perfect position here.
Goes eerily quiet off the back of it, so I mean, Result being low, I guess, is a silver lining. Don't swing this down. It's going to cost you. Yeah, you just knew it was going to happen. There's no need to peek, Davey Danitz. Oh, and that is worse. Gokushima nearly gets caught. Yeah, this is rough. BetBoom actually playing some pretty poor Counter-Strike now. Karen's going to pick up the AK. Poor decisions there. The opening 2 frags in that kind of weird fight. Credit to forZe for winning them out, but, you know, Danitz doesn't need to peek by any means. And even the peek there forward short. You've got to have a bit of support in util. Got to expect that they've taken all that short water control, which they had. Molotov comes over towards barrels. Karen's playing up close, and he won't even save himself. This is falling to pieces for BetBoom rapidly. This CT side is now actually in a bit of a perilous spot. It honestly feels like they're playing for OT, unless they force by here, which, if they do, I'd hate that decision. So yeah, they're committing to the half buy, so they're playing for OT.
Damn, this is crazy, man. I am so surprised that we ended up here. I thought BetBoom had this one. Not totally in the bag, but maybe about 70% of the way there. There have been a number of wins off the back of buys like this, though, so forZe have got to keep their wits about them and not fall flat. Nice find from Gokushima to kick things off. Danis at the back end of Pillar. Maybe calling upon some support, and I think they will need it. It looks like committal is going to be there from forZe eventually. Danis Molotov'd out. Zorte already down here, but, you know, the numbers are getting thinned. It needs an absolute hero. Siren, one is nice, but that's all they're going to be able to get. Chiron, meanwhile, is on the other side of the map and probably just going to save what he has.
Karen with the MP9. Looks like he wants to stick around here. Might get AK. Selta. Yeah, Crosshair stayed, you know, trained on that wall as he came around the corner for Karen. No adjustment. Just gets deleted. 12 to 10. We want a response from forZe. But yeah, I mean, again, what a kind of terrible kind of run we've seen here from BetBoom. Actually, their first time out, interestingly enough. forZe have used all 3 of theirs. BetBoom, this is their first. In the Shine, going to come into the convo. And Nafri going to try and do what he can as well. But yeah, this has been rough, to say the least. And now you got BetBoom playing for overtime. They need a bit of a miracle. Try and make this one stick. Guess what? We do have the brief break. Some of the other results have come through as well. Amcal 2-0 over Ruby. 13-5, 13-6. Another dominant showing from Amcal again. We're now in the upper final. Looks like currently their opponents are about to go to a third map. Honestly, similar to us. So, who knows? And Guild Eagles also got to 3 maps with Incilio as well.
Getting interesting across the course of the bracket. Nafani playing aggressive once again towards the monster position. I mean, it's a spot that he has really enjoyed so far this half. Not going to stick to it, though. So we'll see here. Smoke goes down. Try and keep them at bay on the B-bomb site. Not over just yet. Obviously, forZe have got so much more work to do if they want to take this.
All is quiet. 5v5 and forZe don't want to force anything. And, well, actually, it's come back to bite them. Karen and zorte combined. Molotov aptly timed too. Nothing going to drop smoke behind it. Nothing knows what he's against. Oh, no. That's for the ball so quickly. So quickly. And now Siren called upon to buy some time. He spotted ahead, but it's not enough. The nade's not enough either.
It's decent, though. It is good. Chiron's going to get down while all this is going on. Even just the wall bang would make all the difference. Chiron, beautiful timing, but shalfey just gets above the bullets. The reverse Neo there. He will fall, however, and leave it all onto Tania. Can't survive long enough. BetBoom nearly let that one slip, but they will keep it together for 11.
Oh, damn. Close. And I guess the main thing as well is, with that round being very, very close, the fact that it's actually, for the most part, inexpensive to BetBoom is so important. It gives the opportunity of an OT. But then again, it also has to be back-to-back rounds for BetBoom, which is something that they seem to struggle to find, to be honest. Do they have it? In the locker. Is OT the play here? Or are we going to a map number 3? What is it called? That map number 3 is very even statistically too, so it could be an interesting one if we do go there. It's if right now. BetBoom hunting to close this in 2. More rounds and regulation are needed for it. Of course, you know, forZe plenty of money on that T side, so they can buy back in, no issues. Once again, we're going to go a little slower here to start off the round. Flash out towards long. zorte doesn't spot anything. Shalfey's looking pretty tempted to test him.
Not going to happen, though. zorte will miss the shot. Back to a defensive position here. So a slow creep up from forZe. They show some presence, but ultimately looking to keep BetBoom guessing. Turn of utility. You know, there's something in the water, but it's not quite clear. That bullet whisks past Chiron's head. Goodness me. Traces of the AWP, as big as they come, all the same. forZe still just biding their time.
Close. No cigar. zorte. Holding, waiting, finding. What a flick from zorte. He looks for more. Chiron could be in a bit of trouble here. I think he was spotted crossing from Transformer. The swing out is a bad decision by Tania. I'm not sure what the call is. Celta finds the tray, but he slinks back into the smoke. And the Deagle finds a tag. Make that a kill. Oh, it's falling apart.
Yep, not looking good here. As it would seem, we are in for the overtime. Time going to run out. BetBoom will take the round as Result falls. And that indeed is 12-12. A few more rounds left to decide this one. And I think we're all very surprised to be here in the end. BetBoom looking so good throughout. Drop the ball and then just suddenly able to turn it around out of nowhere now.
Oh, well, I mean, credit to them as well. I think for BetBoom, you know, we said how consecutive rounds sort of eluded them the entirety of that second half, and I guess the main thing is now that they got it, and you know, we can say and sit here and say, okay, it's much better. Seems like we have a bit of a tech issue. I think Gokushima,
yes, messed up the hood slightly.
Yeah,
Shalfey had a dropout, I think.
Shalfey, yeah.
Messed up the hood a little bit on our end, and then obviously trying to get him back in is top priority. So, but it looks like we're all good. Yeah. So just a brief little switch over to get that one sorted. And everybody's back into the action. Mr. Shalfey, yeah, okay, buying up. So we're in the money. And now we shall see how the overtime looks. BetBoom looking to keep the energy up from that tail end of regulation.
What do they got for us? We've had, you know, it's good to see momentum actually starting to swing a little for BetBoom because of how just all over the place that second half was. But now it is the point in the conversation where we say, can they keep hold of it? Zorte took a pop shot through mid. Didn't really spot anything. And then we'll go sort of quiet off the back of it. There's a booster come through here for Shalfey. Looking back pillar, doesn't spot anything. They know that they're here. Nades are good. Then it takes a lot of damage.
Oh, Zorte. Jeez, just very casually, very lackadaisical out in the open, dog. That was very nearly his downfall. But he survives. He gets a bit lucky. I don't think they were really expecting a player to just be, you know, chilling, walking across like that. All the same. Where to now? Siren. Hidden at the back end of sight. Nafany, Danis here to help, but not the healthiest of players. Well-timed Molotov, well-timed smoke to keep them at bay. Oh, they're looking to burst through, though. This is not good. Straight into the hands of Siren. Trade is there. Nafany standing strong as well. And it's all down to Result. Can't get it done as the rotation stabs him in the back. 13 rounds found by BetBoom.
Oh, BetBoom coming alive in the late game. Late game as we head in towards OT. But it's good to see them start that CT side. I think with how... actually, you know, both sides look better on the T side. So I think then for BetBoom, who had a fairly decent T side at the tail end of that half. So, of course, finishing 7-5 was good for them. It took a while to get to that point. I think 2 out of 3 rounds is the bare minimum, it feels, on the CT side if you want to chart. Molotov coming deep in towards Monster. Tanair not respecting that smoke. Short water taken relatively for free. The nade's not bad, though. Tanair will take a tag, makes them considerably more vulnerable towards the M4s. Again, a slower one here. Oh, the AWP's good. It's trading on the right angle. Zelda could be in a bit of trouble. Oh, my God. Neither coming off healthy at the very least. Both taking serious tags. Both staying alive.
Result. Good position for him here. He could get a catch if he finds decent timing, and he does. Chiron going to go down. The AWP is low. Ooh, he did take a tag, I think, maybe through the wall. 5-on-4. Nafany, meanwhile, edge of the smoke stuff could be big for him. In for 2, not quite the 3rd. Are we back on? Danis is the next line of defense, trying to take the fights, and will take the head of Shalfey, dropping that bomb. 40 seconds and another frag, all onto gokushima. BetBoom. Survival on their minds. forZe can't really find the same energy.
Gokushima's got a save here as well. I know it's OT and you get all the money and all the rest, but back-to-back AWP buys are going to leave you a little bit thin in the old wallet. And he got 700 in the back pocket. Definitely wants an AWP next round too. So he has to just fall away and keep this alive. And gokushima had a great game. 24 kills heading into OT, but none since OT started. And BetBoom make it 2 for 2 in OT number 1. Of course, for those who are a little bit newer to the game, or maybe not understanding where we're heading, 16 is the magic number we're looking for. The final round of the half here. Essentially, it's a best of 6. Win 4 out of 6, and you are chilling. And BetBoom, already halfway there. 2 for 2 is very good. The orb staying alive is still, at least, a problem they have to keep their eye on. Let's see.
Ooh, Zorte. So unaware, man. Gets caught completely off guard. That's a big kill to be giving away. So forZe, for the first time in the overtime, have themselves a good spot. What is the move here? Siren. In a pretty nice angle to keep eyes on bathrooms. I don't think they're going to come towards him, though, so it will just be the main A bomb site itself, which, again, is also a little unguarded. BetBoom's setup, not the best here. Danis has to give up the position, takes a re-peek, but loses his life pretty quickly. Still, 2 from long might be unexpected. Oh, bomb peek. Okay. All right. Shalfey, maximum pressure on those 2 kills, and that's exactly what he needed, apparently. Nafany up against 4.
Big ask. Goes without saying. There's one. It'll come over. Minimal damage being dealt here, and he's seen off. 14 to 13 at the end of the first half of OT number 1. A sigh of relief, for forZe. They head on towards the CT side with at least a round to speak of. And it's been a while since BetBoom have had anything in terms of their T side. We haven't really seen it for a while, but granted, the tail end of that first half where BetBoom were actually finding bits of form was really good to see. About whether they can lock back into that. Everyone has started to come alive for the team. They've started to put in a little bit more of a shift. It does go without saying that it could still be a bit of a tough fight. Very passive from Shalfey. He's going to give up all this long control. I'm going to take a fight. That's sort of their loss. In through short, though. They are actually fighting this. 2 players playing close up. The CT could be in a bit of trouble.
Oh, Zorte, big catch. Really big catch. Result going to take some decent damage as well. So a fantastic start for BetBoom into this round. They may well look to continue pressing the attack on B. There's a gap in the smoke, I guess. Celta didn't get that one through smoke. Not quite sure what's happening there, but all the same, 4 on 4 looking a little better for the CT side.
Kyron holding it. That smoke fades. Celta then does get a little bit stuck there. Thankfully, he has a bit of util on his team to support him, especially Shalfey, but it's the other side of the map. Oh, Shalfey, good reaction. Danis had such a good opportunity there. Fluffs his lines. 4v3, and forZe now really in a solid spot. The swing is decent. Kyron will do the most of the legwork there. Nafany could be in a bit of trouble. And Resol's all alone towards B. 20 seconds are popping out. And he needs to rotate over as quick as possible. Does get one through CT, but I still think Resol might be a little bit worse for wear on the corner, and he is. They still need to get this bomb down. And Nafany gets caught through the smoke. Bomb does go down with time ticking, but the orb of Shalfey is better. This is carnage. Kyron on the swing. Finds one, and now it's a 1v1 against the orb.
Oh my goodness. That's so close. That is so close, man. If he had a few more bullets to just continue that spray, I think he would have connected. The reaction from Shalfey was certainly a slow one. Man alive, what an insane round. And you'd think it's an area within which BetBoom could thrive, and particularly a player like Kyron really coming alive towards the tail end of the game here, towards the overtime itself. Really quiet regulation, but looking a lot better in overtime. Either way, does not happen there. And forZe keep the dream alive, man. 14-14.
Man, I definitely still question the thought process about going up on high there. He's against an AWP. I think you always want to let the AWP panic a little bit. The AWP's waiting for you to peek. I know you're trying to catch him off guard, but I does give, you know, a real decent opportunity there to shalfey, and fair play. Fair play indeed. Running low on ammo. Offs his lines a little bit. I think in the chaos of that situation, maybe a little bit of panic ensued. Broadside square. So 2 rounds in a row needed from one of these two teams to close the map. If they get 1 each. OT number 2. And gets locked on the cards here. Shalfey. This is a good boost. But he's known quantity. Nafri's going to find the first. The Celta will trade at the very least.
Siren in a pretty good spot here. He's just looking for a head, looking for someone to get aggressive towards him, but it's nice to have the deep, short control. Good amount of information off the back of it. Celta, this could be risky, you know. If Chiron gets into a good spot, he could see the feet. So Celta really committed to this angle. Chiron alone with the bomb. Is he going to see him? Yes, he is, and he finds the kill. That was a little close, though, wasn't it? Still, man advantage. Bomb site vulnerable. Shalfey the next to fall. Tanir for a double kill. Trade isn't quite fast enough. Warning Yearly finds 3. Gokushima all alone now. The nade here could find the frag. Oh, close. So close. So unlucky that it doesn't. Super low HP for these two players, but he just won't know that now.
Yeah, no, they won't. He has got the pistol out, though. So I guess at the very least, it feels like he... some info relayed over to him, but this is so well played. I mean, BetBoom do not need to peek. They've heard him stepping in towards water. 3-2-1 is best way to go about it, and they catch him jumping out. It's Zorte's AWP, and in fact, that does it. 15-14, a sigh of relief that, at least for BetBoom, even if this round was to go south, they can once again reset into another OT, but they want to close it here and now. They do not want to let forZe tie this game up again and push it towards another OT. Ah, wow. This has been an insane... You know, this entire map has been incredible, considering as well we had a 13-7 BetBoom kind of slaughter in a way towards map number 1. Our forZe have come alive. Impressive to see. But it will not make a difference if they can't close here. Gokushima trained. Oh, Gokushima's going to get an opportunity here, I'm sure of it. There it is. Yeah, he's never missing that. When he's training on the angle, Gokushima's going to get that every day of the week, and Wrestle gets 1 too. Oh, I think OT number 2 might be needed.
It's very possible. Whoop. Shalfey, hidden away. I think that's an angle. I think it was Blame F was talking about that, wasn't he, in one of the Kato pieces, that you can hide right there, and very difficult to spot you, especially in CS2 with some of the small adjustments in that area, lighting adjustments in particular. Chiron against 5. It's a weird sort of scenario to be in. You've got another overtime coming, but it would be nice to clean it up now. Not going to happen. And we continue rolling this one forwards. Very, very solid.
Go again. Now we look for 19 as the magic number. Credit to forZe staying alive there. You know, one man has been making a real big difference of Gokushima on that AWP. Especially, you know, we called him out a little bit off the back of Mirage, saying with the AWP specifically, he actually simply wasn't good enough. It's much better. Much better. Really nice to see. Looking super solid. Quad AK, and the AWP is the play for BetBoom. Molotov will do considerable damage over towards Resol, in all fairness. Oh, but he's going to get the kill for it. I can't believe Simon's not expected that. They've heard him running through the Molotov. Resol's given all the luxury of that control there.
Oh, big nade continues to chip down BetBoom. They're going to move back up towards the A bomb site and give that a better look, however. Slowly making their way forwards here. Smoke over the top. I'm liking this front sight smoke on the BetBoom side, I have to be honest. Just denies a lot of vision for those A players, but at the time being, they're moving very, very slowly indeed here. Especially when you're a man down, that can be a little risky. Tanir pushing forwards. Oh, he's been sniffed out. Maybe spotted on the minimap a little bit as the smoke started to dissipate. Still looks very good here, setup-wise, I have to be honest. Result with another big frag. Nafany trying to creep forwards, takes one. But it's not looking good. There's that flank as well in place. Shalfey, this should be enough to see the round off. Yep, not expected at all. And even finds both for good measure. There is 16 going the way of forZe.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. I mean, for forZe, pretty simple. And even then as well, the clock was ticking down so much. I really think BetBoom left that a little bit too late. They looked a little unconfident these last few rounds. I guess the positive for BetBoom, I'm pretty sure they still actually have 2 pauses left. 2 tack pauses, that is. So if Innershine wants to enter the conversation, it's doable. Yeah, it's not good. It is not good so far. As forZe look considerably more confident. They can come over. Gokushima, he's never missing them. They're just feeding him now. They're giving him all of these fights. They're trying to go quick, and Gokushima will happily take those fights every day of the week.
Super, super fast up towards A, though. That could be a real big one here. Gokushima in for another frag. 4 on 3. Zorte gonna fall from behind. This is all over the place. Chiron maybe getting late info there or something. He was caught off. Siren alone. BetBoom getting frustrated here, aren't they, towards the tail end. Oh my goodness, Siren somehow slipping the net, but at least Result was watching for that possibility. 17-15. Looking really nice here for forZe.
It is. I mean, honestly, deserved. forZe are looking really solid on the CT side. And again, they're just giving Gokushima way too many opportunities. You know, not only finding that opening kill, you know, through front bathrooms, rotate out too long, so he's a known quantity. And then still, they don't smoke or flash him, so he just re-peeks in and gets another freebie. BetBoom are, you know, especially Nafany, it feels like he's trying to desperately see this over the line. And this sort of panic calling style is costing them so much. Speed is killing them right now. It's not the playstyle or anything of the same. Just in a panic, but Nafany, good response. We'll catch Shalfey off guard. That was an overextension from him. Shalfey does not need to put that far forward, but Danitz gets caught. Like I said, they're so quick here, BetBoom, and it's not always the right idea.
Siren just creeping around here, looking for that first frag in on towards the site itself. Big blow on the smoke. Big blow onto Celta. The remaining forZe players left to pick up the pieces. Nice find from Tanir. Sure, deal with him now, though. Flash goes round as the smoke goes down, and it's all on to Gokushima. Nades over the top. AWP is all he's got. Not really ideal, is it, against 3 here? And he's trying to, you know, fake him out with a bit of sound play, but I don't think that they really heard him doing that. Either way, what can he get done here? No one giving him the peaks. Siren's angle's the big one. Ooh, okay. They're both going to miss their shots a little bit, but all the same, they'll know where he's at now. Should have him pinned in. Not a lot of time left. What is that? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That's the most insane shot I've seen in a minute. What the hell? Oh
what
my!
the hell was that? Oh my days! Oh, that is. Ooh, that is. Oh, that is bonkers. What is that? I mean, obviously, 0 impact. Right?
Yeah. Like it's like the worst possible time to pull that one out. But,
oh man!
I mean, yeah, get that in an edit. That was cold, as they say. That was cold, man. Oh my god.
Oh man, that caught me so off guard.
Yeah, same. I'm like, okay, the round's kind of over here. He might find a kill and then get traded, and then he just, you know, jump in no scope. Why not?
Oh, I don't know if you ever saw it. There was an amazing clip. It was like 9Z versus somebody, and a guy is in like a 1v1 retake, and he jumps out of heaven, no scoping through the smoke, and he kills the guy through the box on the default line. Still my favorite clip, and the casters just lose it. Similarities there, it has to be said. Nafany for the first. Tanir will fall. Nafany is very low. Strong gust of wind. He's in trouble. Oh, Dan, it's just holding for the boost. Oh, no. Yeah, he's in trouble there. He was holding for the boost, but the flash actually forced him to tuck his head.
That's rough. Very, very rough indeed. Still, 55 seconds. They've got to make a move somewhere, do forZe. They have a player quite deep up on A. And with the replenishment of the monster smoke there, they are going to give up the idea of B. And there you have it. Zorte will go down. That's a big scalp to be taking. They were prepping for a B hit as well. Kyron goes flying in. Lucky to be alive. Rotations are actually pretty quick here, to be honest. They might not be expecting that. Oh, God, it's all over. They don't know what to do. Siren had dropped back down. Gave up his super strong position to help his teammate out. Spam is not quite there. And he will indeed fall. Nafany with 3 HP is not going to get this done. We have seen some wacky moments in this game, but that's not going to happen for him. And forZe with a really, really big find there.
I mean, credit to forZe. They have just looked like the better side. It really isn't looking good for BetBoom. They've now got to get 2 in a row, which is the triple OT. And man alive, they have really been struggling. I mean, yeah, you know, forZe deserve this map. The way they've been playing for the most part, have just been in control. It's just hiccups that are letting them down. The CT side of BetBoom is not good. And actually, the T side has been arguably worse. They're going to come over, try and catch anybody going quick towards playground. Not speed, though. Again, forZe going to play slow here. Out through towards B. They might go actually a little bit quicker. It's still alive. Tanir is tempted to fight. Oh, I don't think that it spotted him.
Nothing really popping at the moment. Just forZe waiting for all the utility to roll on in, I suppose. Really quiet moments here. Nice nade. Tanir will take some more damage, so slightly softened up, but is it really going to make a difference moving into the latter stages of this round? Perhaps not. Fake out utility towards A. They're not buying it, though. They're not buying it. Nobody moving off of this B-bomb site right now. So not really looking too likely.
Waiting. Zelta might take a peek here. Is he going to clear this? He might. Doesn't. There is 2. Uh-oh. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Looking big. Looking very big indeed. Gokushima, the only one left. They know where he's at as well. They've got him isolated here on the left-hand side. I think they're fairly confident in that position. Just, you know, not the end of the world, really, if you lose any players. Try and collect some AKs, though, is the big thing. He's going to save. There's no real option for him to do anything. Usually we kind of flame teams if they save. But I guess if it's isolated players against 4, and you've got the AWP, there is a little bit of logic to that. 18 to 17, a triple overtime, or a third map.
It still feels like this has got all the shades of a third map all over it, but we'll give them the chance. BetBoom. Have they got anything left to talk about here? Is there a conversation to be had? Let's see. Not gonna be easy. Early start. Peak comes through. Double AWPing as well. Kyron into the AWP himself. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Double AWP, maybe that might be the saving grace to push into triple OT.
Nafany pushing Monster. This is wild. Tanir watching for it and wins out the fight. Oh, man. Just had a little bit of an inkling, didn't he? That there was no Monster smoke down. That's kind of one of the big things that they've been doing so often. But then who wants to push through a smoke? You know, it's even crazier than just a general aggressive move. A bomb site seems to be the port call here for forZe. Lots of utility from both sides. Goodness me. Kyron hidden away. They're ready for him. No! Oh, and 2 very fast, very large kills. 5 on 2 for BetBoom to stay alive here on Overpass.
That surely game. The double AWP did not pay off. Zorte, though, Gonna get a no-scope. That pays off for him. Interesting. Goes for the Zeus. Now rechargeable. They want to make a difference in the grand scheme. Gokushima to close this. He's hit his 30 bomb. Misses that shot. Zorte punishes one. Looks for another, but it's closed out by Wrestle. We are going to a third. Anubis is going to be needed to decide this one. And yeah, BetBoom, I think it goes without saying they've really let that one slip away. Credit to forZe, though. Many an opportunity, many a time to prove themselves in that map, and they did exactly that. We had some wild...